But we have this gorgeous, gorgeous Roadmaster, beautiful Indian with the Thunderstroke 111 engine in it. So anyway, what you need for doing an oil change is just a pan. You need what, 5.5 quarts of, this is the highest quality oil you can get on the planet from Indian.
Straight from Indian motorcycle.
Yep, can't use anything better than that.
Semi-synthetic.
Yeah, you need a couple new crush washers for your plugs when you put the plugs back in. Just an M6 Allen for taking out your drain plugs. You need a new filter, the filter wrenches, rag, and that's pretty much it. And if you're a little older, it doesn't hurt to have one of these things because they are soft as hell right there. Okay, first you want to just go ahead and run your bike for 2-3 minutes. Turn your bike off and then take out your dipstick. Wipe it down. You're going to leave that out for a little bit and we'll come back to that later. I'm going to go ahead and take out your 2 plugs right here. These are your drain plugs. And then be careful because the engine can actually be pretty dang hot. And if you leave your hand on there for a while or you touch the exhaust, you can maybe burn yourself. And the oil is going to be hot, so be careful of that too.
I don't see it on here.
The crush washer? It might be stuck to the motor.
That's what I'm thinking. You see it on yours?
I can't, my eyes aren't that good.
Can you get your...
Okay, and then you got a oil filter, wrench. Get your pan ready.
I do believe that's an old Harley Davidson.
Is it?
I do believe so.
Yeah, this style, it's probably not the easiest to see, but this style fits over the end. It fits over the end of the filter. And then once you get it started, once you get it loose, then you don't even need the wrench anymore. This bike's really nice. It's there's tons of room to get at the filter. And again, you know, it might be warm, it might be a little hot, so be careful because that oil in there is still quite hot. There's your old filter.
This holds as much goddamn oil as a car.
I know, it holds a lot.
Seriously.
Okay, you want to take your new crush washer, replace your old one. You don't want to reuse your old one. And then you just take your plug and then wipe down around where you're putting your plugs back in and make sure that, you know, you're not getting dirt up inside your engine. And then just scoot this baby over. And then just take your plugs. You got your second plug with the new washer on there. Get that bad boy in there. And then you don't need to reef down on these things super hard. I bet you there's a torque. You can look in your manual and get the exact torque, but you just want them to be nice and tight. You don't want to be like trying to strip the thread or anything. Okay, Big Daddy is gonna go ahead and fill the oil filter with some oil, like prime it. So this is nice. You just fill it up and then it will just soak into the oil filter.
They actually soak in a lot of oil, believe it or not. So you can see we filled it up and it sucked it down. Do it again here. Do you lose a little bit when you put it on? Yeah, but not very much.
Yeah, maybe a few drops.
Yeah, it really does work out good to do this. And then when you have a little bit on there, idea. Just take a little bit of clean oil. Go around that.
Get that O-ring wet.
Yeah. Nice. Little bit of lube on there.
And then you just thread on the new filter. Oh, here's pretty clean. There you go. And then take your wrench. This has a wrench cap that slides over the end like that. Works pretty damn good. And then take your, now this is another one. There's probably a torque value you're supposed to use. I don't know what it is. You can look in the manual, but I've always just done it where you don't need, again, you don't need to be tightening the thing super tight. Just go ahead and get it on there and snug it up. About like that. You don't need to get super crazy with it. And then take the cap off. And then you want to take 4.5 of the best engine oil known to man, the Indian motor oil. You want to take that, about 4.5 quarts of that, and fill her up. After you run it for a few minutes, look and make sure that your plugs right here, that looks good. There's no leaking going on. And then you also want to look around your oil filter, make sure there's no leaks. And that actually looks really good too. Just want to go ahead and check the level, make sure the bike's sitting upright. And then I want to check it on the dipstick. Here, we'll wipe it off. Make sure, and then you want to thread it in and then all the way in and then take it out. There you go, and it looks like we're just at the bottom of the ad, so we want to add a little bit more to get the oil up into this area between that marker and that marker. Okay. Oh, that looks perfect. It's right there, right in the middle. And that actually took us probably closer to, what, 6 quarts probably. So they say about 5.5, but this, and actually, brother, it looks like it should come like there. They say about 5.5, but we actually put in probably closer to 6. We'll do one last check. Make sure you're checking the oil like this with it threaded all the way in and your bike level. Yep, it's right there, brother. Perfect. Okay. And then when you make sure you got all this cleaned up and wipe it all down, make sure everything's clean, and you're good to go. And then take your oil, used oil, and then take that to to a recycle place and they'll take care of it for you. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next ride.